Today on Vox, we'll have information on a plane crash and more. Serena Shelton will have your local weather, and Janie Moore will have your sports.
It's Friday, April 23rd, 2021, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jessica Garrett.
And I'm Jasmine Martinez.
A suspect in custody after a fatal shooting Thursday night in San Diego's Gaslamp Quarter left one person dead and others injured. According to the San Diego Police Department, one person was shot and killed. A SDPD officer confirmed, and multiple people were injured by gunfire. Not much information is available at this time.
An Iowa woman who told police in 2019 that she ran over a girl because she was a Mexican pleaded guilty Wednesday to federal hate crime charges. Footage from the Des Moines Police Department shows she intentionally ran over the leg of a black 12-year-old. As well, Nicole Marie Poole Franklin had actually been involved in 3 separate racist incidents in December 2019, according to 2 police departments.
Far-right supremacist groups, conservative media personalities, and now Republicans in Congress are trying to inflame nativist feelings among conservative whites by warning the liberals want immigrants to replace native-born Americans in the nation's culture and electorate, but that racist replacement theory inverts the real consequence of immigration for its target audience of whites uneasy about social and racial change. Many of the whites most drawn to the far-right argument that new arrivals are displacing real Americans among those with the most to lose if the nation reduces, much less eliminates immigration in the decades ahead.
Russia's ready to start building its own space station with the aim of launching it in orbit by 2030. If the President Vladimir Putin gives the go-ahead, the head of Roscosmos Space Agency said on Wednesday. The project would mark a new chapter for Russian space exploration and an end to more than 2 decades of close cooperation with the United States aboard the aging International Space Station.
Preston Wolf's the most popular kid in his Vacaville neighborhood, which makes the case even more shocking. A Vacaville police officer approached 17-year-old Preston after a report he was involved in a fight with a deadly weapon. The officer then hit Wolf in the back of the head. The police department has reached out to the family. Here is Serena Shelton with your weather.
It's pretty chilly outside today. I'll have your weather and more right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at your weather at glance. It is 50 degrees outside today. The high for today is 65 and the low is 50. There's going to be a wind chill of about 65, humidity at 53%. Tomorrow it's going to be stormy with a high of 68 and a low of 49. Sunday we'll have a high of 71 and a low of 44. Let's take a look at your weekly weather forecast. Friday you're going to have AM showers with a high of 65 and a low of 50. Saturday you're going to have thunderstorms with a high of 68 and a low of 49. Sunday it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 71 and a low of 44. Monday it's going to be sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 55. Tuesday it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 83 and a low of 60. Wednesday it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 83 and a low of 62. Thursday it's going to be rainy with a high of 80 and a low of 59. Let's take a look at your local radar. It's going to be rainy in the west around Chattanooga and Murfreesboro and Nashville. Let's take a look at your national radar. There's going to be rain across the middle part of the states. Let's send it over to Janie with her sports.
I'm JD Moore, and I'll have more news about new NFL rules and more after this break. Why is my last...
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at your MLB scores for today. So we have the Mariners beat the Red Sox 7-3, and then the Marlins did not beat the Giants, unfortunately, 0-3. And then the Cubs took out the Mets 3-4, and the Padres took out the Dodgers 3-2, and the Astros beat the Angels 8-2. The Suns beat the Celtics. The Celtics beat the Suns 99-86. The Bulls beat the Hornets 108-91. The Bucks beat the 76ers 124-117. The Lakers were beat by the Mavericks 115-110, and the Spurs beat the Pistons 106-91. The NFL and Players Association have rules following allowing slack on numbers players can wear on their jersey. Many of the team members across the NFL league have expressed excitement for the new rule, but fan favorite Tom Brady is very opposed to the slack on numbers. The NFL's new rule allows quarterbacks, punter players, and place kickers to wear numbers 1 through 19, defensive backs 1 to 49, and then running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers 1 to 49, and 80 to offensive linemen. Linemen 50 to 79 and 90 to 99, and linebacks 1 to 59 and 90 to 99. We'll have more news right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. A plane crash in Brownsville, Tennessee has led to the death of 2 people. The crash happened on Tuesday and was discovered by Tennessee Highway Patrol Aviation on Wednesday. The cause of the crash is currently unknown and is being investigated by the National Transportation Safety Board. Highway Patrol crew have recovered the bodies of the pilot and passenger of the aircraft.
A student at Overton High School is being charged with an attempted criminal homicide for stabbing another student. Both students sustained injuries during the incident. The victim was treated by school staff until an ambulance arrived, and the other student was arrested shortly after. The motive is currently unknown, and the student is being charged in juvenile court.
Several North Carolina lawmakers, advocacy groups, and individuals joined in a push to spread the word about new legislation to raise the minimum wage statewide. The bills would do something that hasn't happened in 12 years, increase the minimum wage to more than $7.25 an hour. In fact, the goal is for every employee in North Carolina to make $15 an hour by 2025. The bills would mean a bump from $7.25 an hour and $10.35 an hour by 2020, then $15 an hour by 2023.
We are online on YouTube and at BCHS VOX News. You can check us out on Facebook and, of course, at voxnews.net.
Remind your friends and family to tune in. You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central. And as always,
God bless and go Bears.